Now, the first thing that we need to do is to set up, no, yung ating mga kailangan na installer in order for us to set up yung Laravel natin. So, the first thing we need to do is to install the composer. It's a PHP dependency. Dito natin using this composer, we can extract or yung mga libraries natin, no? And next tools is the SAMP. Okay, gagamitin naman natin to host and to use yung local host natin ng database. So later on, we will use this one. And the last tools that we need to use is this VS Code, no, for our as our text editor, and also to use itong terminal niya in our ayan, sa screen natin makikita natin that VS Code has the terminal, no, that we can use later. So ano yung first step natin to set up our Laravel? Okay, so first I need to go to this composer. Ayan. So this composer, ito yung home niya. So this is a dependency manager for PHP. To download the composer, so click download. You can download it manually like this one. You can click this one and then the composer will download the installation files. Okay, or you can use this command line, no, for the we can install the composer pragmatically, no. So we can use this. So let's copy this code and go to the VS Code and to the terminal of our VS Code. Ayan. So in our terminal, you can paste all the files here. So this one will copy all the file or the code here in the terminal of our VS Code, and then click enter. So as you can see, the composer now is downloading, no, all the package needed, so that later on we will use this composer. So as you can see, the composer version 2.5.5 is successfully installed to my computer. Okay, so one way to see if the composer is already installed, you can check it by typing composer. So, and then you will see this result. Okay, the version of the composer and all the options and all the commands that we can use later on. Okay, and now let us now create a folder. We will now create a folder in our SAMP.ht docs that we will later use, no, to install the Laravel application. To do that, we can command here in our terminal the cd double dot to go back. Okay, so let's do that, and our goal is to go to our drive C. And in our drive C, if you wonder what's in there, you can type ls to check all the folder inside the local disk C. And one of the folder that we need is the installation folder of our SAMP. control panel. So to go to this SAMP, inside this SAMP, you can type cd and then the name of the folder. Okay. Then click enter. As you can see, we are now in directory or C, drive C, and then in our SAMP folder. Uh, and then if you want to check again the list inside the SAMP folder, as you can see, there's a lot of folder here or files here. We need to go to this folder named htdocs. So htdocs is the folder that we can uh, save all our web application, right? So go to cd htdocs. Yeah, so, and as you can see, we are now in htdocs. Now, to install our Laravel application, we need to go to Laravel. Okay, yeah, so okay, so Laravel is it's a PHP framework, no? If you want to know the installation or the documentation, you can go to this website and click this documentation site. Okay. So in our documentation, we have here the installation. Okay. So we can install the Laravel app in our computer. Okay. So remember, in our VS Code, we are here in our htdocs, and inside the htdocs we want to create a Laravel by declaring this and then the name of the folder. Okay, so we will copy this, we will copy that. Okay, and then yeah, so we command our composer to create us a folder or project name or the Laravel application by this folder. So let's change this folder. No, I will call it a my Laravel. So sige, let's call it my Laravel. Okay, and then hit enter. Okay, and then let's wait to the composer to respond. No? Now, as you can see, the composer is creating a Laravel files at this folder, my Laravel. So, and then inside this folder, it will install all the files needed, no, for our Laravel app. So this process is very time consuming. You can I will speed it later, no, I will edit it na lang. So let's wait to this let's wait to the composer to install the Laravel files for us. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, the Laravel is now uh, successfully installed in our folder. Now to check that, we can go to our SAMP folder. Okay, by locating it in our folder outside. Okay, so let's go to my computer and then locate it on our drive C, right? And then inside the drive C we have the SAMP, and inside the SAMP we have the htdocs. And inside this htdocs we can see my Laravel. This one is created today, and if you double click it, you can see all the information, all the installation files are inside the folder na may Laravel. So now we will try it if it is working. So let's go to our folder, my Laravel. So we are here at the htdocs, right? So in order for to go there, so we can type cd and then the name of the folder. Okay, so cd my Laravel. So we are now inside the cd my Laravel. And now to run the application, we can command it by simply typing php artisan serve. Okay, and this terminal will give us the server that we can locate our Laravel app. No, if you want to click this one, you can hold the, or you can follow the link by hovering here and then follow the link. Okay, and the browser will process to this path or browser name our server. You can see here in our server, saan na siya? This one. So yeah. Okay, so the our application is running, and as you can see, this is the default home of our Laravel app. Now let's remove this one. Okay, now let's now access the installation folder through our text editor, through this. So we can open a folder here by clicking this one. Okay, by clicking the open folder, and then let's locate it, no, in our drive C, and then inside the SAMP, and inside the SAMP we have the htdocs and the name of our folder. And so let's highlight the, or select the my Laravel name or folder, and then select folder. Okay, so the VS Code will load all the files inside that folder in our text editor. So as you can see, we are now here in my Laravel, and inside this there's a lot of things that we need to know. Okay, but I will show it later. No, I will show you later how to understand all this, or the folder inside this installation folder. Okay, so let's first let us now set up the connection between our application to our database. So as you can see, I have here the SAMP control panel, and then we need to start this, right? So we need to start our Apache and MySQL. Okay, and then inside this you can click this admin, okay, to go to our localhost phpMyAdmin. Okay, so we are now here at the phpMyAdmin, our database. So we can create new for our Laravel application. So we will call this my Laravel. So the same name of our Laravel application. it's up to you if you want to name it after the name or if you want to have a uh, name, other name, no, for this. So for me, I will call it my Laravel. Okay, and then we will create it. Okay. So the database my Laravel has been created. So inside this my Laravel, as you can see, inside this my Laravel, there's no table yet. Okay, so let us now copy first the name of our database by getting the name here, or you can just simply type my Laravel later. Okay, so inside our VS Code, and the first file inside our Laravel application is would like to introduce is .env. Okay, so this holds the connection between the application and the database. So if you double click it, and so if you can if you double click it, you can see a lot of database that we can integrate in our application. So first is this one. We'll focus to this, no? At line 11 to 16. This is the connection using MySQL. You can use other database, as you can see here. Uh, you can use SQLite or any database that we can use here. But for this, we will use the MySQL. Okay, and for the MySQL, these are the default setup or default value that we want to retain. First, the DB host, because this is our local host IP address right now. And the port is 33606. As you can see, the port of our MySQL is 3306. Now, the database is by default, it has the Laravel name, but we need to paste here the created database natin. So I will copy or I will paste it, my Laravel, so the name of our database, and then the default username of our SAMP MySQL is root, and the default password is null or wala siyang laman. Okay, so Control S or save it, and then let us now exit. Okay, so we have now the connection between this application and our database. Okay, so next thing that we need to do is, of course, I would like to give you a little bit uh, background, no, about this Laravel before we integrate the packages or mga package libraries, no, that we need to install before we start. So let's now go to our our Laravel home or dashboard. This is the dashboard of our Laravel. As you can see, this is the version of our Laravel, and this information na in front of us is represented, no, to our Laravel files or in our files. So if you uh, go to our routes, and as you can see, inside this folder routes, I would like to introduce this web.php. If you double click it, you can see this is the default, no, routes natin. Okay, so the routes is kung saan natin linalagay yung ating mga path. okay, the path of our our application, no, for the browser to locate it. So as you can see, we have here the backslash. Okay, so if you go back here, oops, sorry, if you go back here, let's rerun, no, our application. I think we need to rerun it. Okay, so inside this inside our folder, we can command it my php artisan serve, right? So and then it will give us the link for our localhost server. Okay, and then we can go to our localhost, and as you can see, it will direct us in this dashboard. Now to locate that, we tell to our routes that if you go to this path to our browser, this function will run and it will return this view na welcome. This welcome is not a string. Okay, so if you put here, or if we put here, if we change this welcome hello world and save it, okay, and then refresh it in our browser, as you can see, the application will give us this error that we have this invalid argument exemption. As you can see, the view hello world not found. Hindi niya kilala, no? So, and then we have a hint here. Hello world was not found, and this is the suggestion or the solution. Are you sure the view exists and is a blade.php files? So that's the solution, no? If you see, it give us the hint that the word that we need to put here, is a blade files. Now, blade files is a where can we put the CSS and the JavaScript, no? This is our PHP files. Okay, so welcome is a PHP files. If we go back here, okay, if we go back here and put welcome and save it, okay, we are telling to this function or to this route that if you go to this, by default, well, this backslash, okay, this function will run and will give us this view. And this view is not a string, but it's a blade file. Now, to see where is the blade file in our folder, we can go to our resources. So just click resources, and inside these views, okay, we have this welcome.blade.php. So all the things, I'm sorry, let's refresh this one. Okay. So all the information that we are seeing now is in this welcome.blade.php. Okay, to validate that, so you can type here your let's put here the name of our folder, my Laravel. Okay, and then save it. Okay, the title is Laravel. So if we refresh it, you can see here the my space Laravel. Okay, so see, we can change this. Okay, what else? We can go to this documents and change this. So let's copy this one for the and then let's find it by Control F, and then let's check all the yeah, let's copy paste the documentation. Ayan, ito siya. So let's put a new. Ayan. Okay, and then refresh it. As you can see, ayan, let's okay. As you can see, it's changed. So meaning, if we go back to our routes, okay, the routes is the reason, no, or the function that gave us this view, and dinadirect niya, parang it will point, no, to this that blade.php na ito yung puntahan mo. So ito yung nagda-direct. This will direct us to our PHP files. Okay? So, what else? So, this command, for example, this backslash, if we can put here the home, if this is the home page, for example, okay, and then refresh this. Okay. So, as you can see, it will give us this 404 not found. Why? Because on our path in our browser, no, we say in our route that we need this path. No, we need to extend in our route this backslash home. So if we put here the backslash home, okay, and then enter it, you will see that the same, no, information will be loaded to our screen. So as you can see, if we go to this backslash home, this function will run and it will return this welcome. What else? So let's comment this, and next is I would like to prove to you na this function can return, no, a string by commanding a giving a double quotation mark. Ayan. So if you can put hello world here, ayan, exclamation, then save it, and then nandito pa rin tayo. We are here at backslash home. Let's refresh it, and then after loading, it will give us this hello world. If we inspect this, as you can see, it wrap, no, it wrap in a HTML, as you can see. Okay, so that's the advantage we have by using this frameworks, no, PHP. It will give us automatically, it will read this as HTML files, a string, no, for us. Okay, so let's change. Okay, so we have now the basic knowledge, no, of on how to work, no, in our Laravel application. Okay, so let's save this and let's go again here and refresh this. Let's close this one, and it will go back here, no. So for our next video, we will use the composer to extract all the libraries that we want. We need to we want to have the login log out, no, for this system. Okay,